going on, y'all? Happy Saturday. Hope everybody's doing well.
We are back
It's Heath and Tracy coming to you from the DMV,
and we are rusty.
and that's okay. We hope everybody's
Gotta
doing well.
shake the rust off. Shake the rust off.
If you guys are hearing us okay, say yes.
Give us a one.
Give us a one in the chat if you're hearing us okay. We're having some
Nope.
technical some
Challenges.
technical things that we're working through today.
Hey.
So a little bit different around our apparatus. Thank you for the one. Thank you for the
Thank you,
ones.
Gina is a line. Girl, I like that. That is so cool, Gina is a line.
That's what's up.
That's
what's
what we
up.
need to be these days, girl.
Yes.
Aligned.
Yes. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So,
If you don't know, you better ask somebody.
you don't know. If you don't know, you better ask somebody.
we're not gonna have like our regular show today. Tracy and I have been sort of decompressing, right? We hope you guys enjoyed Vlogmas. If any of you did not have a chance to check out Vlogmas, Tracy and I,
it was fun.
we deviated from our normal way of creating content, and so in December we decided to vlog every day up to Christmas. So that was fun.
No, it was it fun? I guess
Was,
it was fun. I did have fun.
it was fun.
I did have fun.
Yeah, it's a little bit different from how we normally
Yeah.
produce content and how we come to our audience, and so we just wanted to try that out and
Need
have a
my
little
glasses.
fun, do something a bit different. So we hope you enjoy Vlogmas. If you didn't see Vlogmas, it's a great opportunity to get a little more intimate with me and Tracy, right? We kind of pull the covers back. You can see the family. You can see us hanging out and just our very simple, transparent lives that we have, right? It's like we're married, we have children, we have these corporate jobs, we're working, trying to figure it out just like everybody else, right?
Put your questions in the comments if you have a question. We are just kind of here. Ask us anything. We also started our TikTok channel.
Tracy and I are TikToking, y'all.
We're TikToking, y'all. We love TikTok. So we started our TikTok channel. So we are Heath and Tracy 90 on TikTok. There's another Heath and Tracy channel there. Yes, it's us, but I forgot the password and we don't post to it. I'm gonna figure it out one day though.
It's like when you got the crypto wallet with the $2 billion in it, but you can't figure out how to get into it.
That's us. Ooh, wouldn't that be nice?
Mm-hmm.
I did see this guy on YouTube the other day say he hacked his wallet. He got his $2 million.
Okay.
He hacked it.
Okay, Mr. $2 million.
So there. So Gina Align, you were talking about, girl. You were talking about North Carolina, girl. Can we talk about North Carolina?
North Carolina.
Mm-mm.
Take your shirt off. Man, it's been around like a helicopter.
Yes, that's all I'm gonna say about North Carolina. It is a beautiful state.
A beautiful state.
And yes, you need to move.
And you can surf and ski in the same state.
But move.
We know some dope people in North Carolina. We met some beautiful church going folk in North Carolina.
Yeah.
We met a few coworkers that were cool. A few coworkers that were cool.
Let me stop.
And North Carolina was good for our careers. We were there for 10 years. We got our children out of high school in North Carolina. So always look for the glass half full.
I'm going to say this.
But it was, as we have said publicly many times, just for us living, North Carolina was not our favorite place.
That's the only state I've lived in that I would run into people and they would say, I got to get out of North Carolina. White, black, rich, poor, whatever. They were like, unemployed, employed, in school, not in school, whatever. There was people you didn't like really know.
Yeah.
They would say, hey, how you doing? Da, da, da. I got to get out of North Carolina.
But we're not hating.
We're not hating.
Shout out.
Think it is one of the most beautiful states in our union. And I'm going to tell you that it's a great place to visit.
And shout out to all my North Carolina folk. Love y'all.
We do. We love you, and we love what North Carolina gave us.
That's
we
right.
are not going to be in disagreement there.
Absolutely.
It just wasn't for us. Wasn't for us.
There you go.
I wanted to address Miriam because we also talk about relationships a lot, guys. When on our TikTok channel, we just talk about relationships. That's all we talk about. Relationships, married, Being Married. We've been posting our
podcast
there. If you don't know, we do have a podcast.
Joyfully Married After.
Joyfully Married After.
On your favorite audio platform.
And Marion, I want to say, focus on yourself. If you're still here, Marion, focus on yourself, my love. And understand that you are whole. With or without your current situation. You have to really, really turn it around and fill yourself. Because if you're not full, you're not going to be able to give. And you have to understand that your person, or who you think is your person, is a whole separate being. And I think of it like this. We are not this crude stuff walking around. I'm doing my Yoda impression.
Your earth suit.
This is an earth suit. We are all spiritual beings. And you know within your spirit what's going on. And I just want to say to you right now, continue to love on yourself. Go get you a pedicure. Let somebody rub on your feet, girl. Take care of you and that beautiful being growing inside of you, or has been delivered, whoever that is. Because that is your purpose now. And what I want to say about people in this situation is there's something going on with the other person. It's not you. It's not you. Could you have done things differently? Could you have said things differently? What did I say? What didn't I do? That has nothing to do with it at this point. It's all on them. At some point, you have to take the blame and the guilt off of yourself and turn all the love on. Okay? That's what I wanted to say. Yes, keep working on yourself. Wait is not what I would do. I would not wait. Yes, patience is important, but just focus on yourself in your presence, in your home. And I'm going to tell you something. This is a great lesson. Your key word here is you are married, girl. Marriage comes with benefits. Fight me on it, y'all out there that don't believe it. Marriage comes with benefits. And right now, you are the beneficiary of being married. Sit tight, work on yourself, right? And stay whole. Stay whole. Don't worry about what he's doing right now. Okay? Don't worry about what he's doing. Hi Alicia, how are you? How are you? And we'll answer any questions, guys. We're just kind of flowing with it this morning, okay? She says, hey, my husband and I are separated and share a toddler. Oh, I love toddlers. I do. I miss my toddlers.
Toddlers are the best.
Toddlers really.
I think that's why people love grandchildren.
Yeah, toddlers really, really fill your life. And be appreciative of that age right now. I miss my toddlers. Yes. I have young adults now, and I miss my toddlers.
I was at home one Christmas when I was in college. My mom said, what happened to this sweet child right here? I said, Mom, I'm right here.
No, you're not.
She's like, no, this one right here on the wall. this 7-year-old right here, this Christmas picture.
So let me finish Alicia's comment, question. So Alicia says, he's been seeing another woman and me without informing me, so my trust is kind of gone, as it should be. How do I express that to him regarding him seeing kid? How do you express?
Oh, regarding him seeing the kid, like are they separated now? And like
she said they're separated.
So she's talking about privileges of seeing the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would let him see his child. That has nothing to do with what's going on with the two of you. And in the separation, I know it seems like you're giving him the best of both worlds, so to speak, because I think that's what happens to women when they see he has moved on mentally or in the heart, but he still wants to see his child. And I think women get upset. They get upset and they want to punish him. But the person you're punishing is the child. Okay? The more bitterness you show, the further you're going to push him away. And right now, we don't want to do this. I'm going to say the same thing to you, Alicia. Focus on yourself. If you are so focused on yourself, and my experience in this is I'm a child of 2 divorces. My mother is divorced twice. And one thing my mother did was she never, ever showed bitterness toward her exes. Her first ex is my father, my biological father. She remarried, and that man is my stepfather to this day. He is my. I have 2 dads, and I have 2 dads because she never pushed them away in that manner. Let me tell you why she didn't push them away. She had moved on herself. Maybe not in the heart, but mentally, she started taking care of herself. I never saw my mother uh, be bitter to either one of them in any way, shape, or form. They were always welcome in our home. I was always welcome to do whatever I wanted with each of them, and that never affected my life. So I have 4 parents. I have two stepdads. I have 2 dads and 2 moms because what I learned in that is they continued to love, and the person they continued to love was me.
And I'll add to that, Alicia. I think that one of the things that Tracy and I always say is that if we're okay, the child is going to be okay,
Yeah.
the kids are going to be okay. And I think in your scenario, it's very similar, right? And so to Tracy's point, if you're taking care of yourself, if you're doing the things that you need to do, if you're engaged in therapy, if you're talking with people, if you are going into self care, if you're working on progressing and getting to a better place mentally, emotionally, that is just going to benefit your child,
Yeah.
right? And so, regardless of how things play out with your husband, right, there could be a reconciliation down the road. Who
Who
knows?
cares? Yeah.
There could be a form of divorce in the future. Who knows?
Yeah.
But the point is that you want to make sure that you're good, that you're okay, and then that way your child is going to be okay.
I love that, baby.
So there
I
you
think
go.
it's just very important for you to focus on yourself. I mean, you're free again. You're free of that part of worrying. And not to say that that's over or anything, but you're free to be you. My mother would take me to my grandmother's house. She would tell my dad, "Come get her. I got stuff to do," you know? And what that does is that shows him I have moved on too. I am filling my life up. I'm not waiting for you. And what your child sees, the importance of, is that you still love yourself.
Yes.
Your child sees that you still love yourself and you still love them and you're still okay with their dad. And that builds up confidence in your child.
Yeah, but don't be mistaken. Tracy and I are advocates of marriage, right? And so if there's any way that you can reconcile, if the door is still open, if you are working on yourself and you're in a better place, that's going to put you in a better place emotionally for a possible reconciliation that could happen down the road instead of you putting all of those emotions and feelings between you and your husband. So I just wanted to add that.
Yeah, yeah. And you are so welcome, Miriam. So, so welcome. Okay. Stay prayerful. Stay in a community of people that aren't going to bash him. That's another thing. Stay away from the bashing thing. Don't talk about it. If you can't say nice things about him, don't say anything. Okay? Keep that here. And then work on yourself. Libby, hey Libby, don't worry.
What's up,
Don't worry
Libby?
about being late, Libby. We are doing it different today. I know we sound different. We look a little different and stuff like that. We're here for y'all today. We
Yeah.
are not here. We are switching up a little bit though. I know you visit us for DMV stuff. I'm going to continue to post all of our old DMV stuff. You can still reach out to us for questions, but we're pivoting this year, okay? We're pivoting to what, baby?
Relationships.
Yeah, we're pivoting to relationships. We have a new TikTok channel if you want to keep up with us there, and we're focused on relationships on our new TikTok channel. It's Heath and Tracy 90. There's another Heath and Tracy's, but I forgot the password, so don't worry about those. I'll figure it out one day. And just here for you all. We've been away for 2 months. A little bit of what's been going on with us. And go ahead, put your questions in the comments. We're here to answer any questions. We can answer DMV related questions. We can answer relationship questions. North Carolina questions we can answer also. But put your questions in the comments. But to going back to what I was saying, what we're doing in 2022 is
Atlanta.
we're focused. Yep, we can talk about Atlanta.
Florida.
A little bit. I know a lot about Florida because my dad lives there and I talk to him all the time.
There you go.
Where in Virginia? We are in Arlington. We are right outside of the DMV, girl.
We in the DMV.
We love it.
Outside of.
Thank you.
Outside of the.
That's our mail.
Outside of DC.
I love when we moved here.
Yep.
Let me tell you something. If you move to Arlington, y'all, you don't. Oh, yes, yeah, it's safe. So Arlington is right outside of DC. So if you think about when you think about DC and you think about Arlington. If you go to Georgetown, have you ever been to Georgetown in DC and you cross that big pretty bridge, that's Arlington. Yes.
Yep.
Oh, you're not?
That's all right.
It is.
You can always pick up some if you need it.
We suggest you do. I guess we're just Southerners and
yeah. Hey man, it's the United States, right to bear arms. It's all good.
Southerners are armed for the most part.
There you go. But back to what you were saying, baby. You were talking about Arlington and its logistical relationship to Washington, D.C. So, so Tracy and I in the part of Arlington that's sort of adjacent to Georgetown. Mm-hmm. So if you're looking at it on the map at a high level, right, you see Georgetown on one side, over the other side of the river is sort of where we are.
They call it the high rent district. They do.
Yeah, Arlington is not inexpensive. We'll leave that right there.
You can find inexpensive places to live in Arlington. Though.
Yes, in Alexandria, in all over Northern Virginia, in parts of Maryland, in parts of DC. You can find something that fits you all over the DMV. It's just about what you want to do, what your budget is, and making it happen. So there you go.
But yeah, you don't want to be right in DC. Mm-hmm. I suggest Bethesda. Mm-hmm. I suggest.
If you don't want to be right in DC, Gina is saying she don't want to be right in DC. Some people want to be right in DC.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I'm talking to Gina.
No, but I'm saying what your words were.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You don't want to be in DC.
No. You can be in DC.
So I was just clarifying for the audience.
But tell everybody how we got to Arlington. Tell everybody how we got to Arlington. So during the early days of the Panorama, we knew we were moving here. Yeah. And we were in the process actually when the Panorama hit. Mm-hmm. And we started having happy hour with our friends that live here. Yep. Because everybody was getting excited that we were moving here, and then bam, we had to go back to North Carolina. So during that time, we said, well, why don't we keep in touch by doing weekly happy hours? Mm-hmm. So during the weekly happy hours, we would share with them where we were looking at a house, where we found another house. They were sending us houses and stuff like that.
And we had a realtor that was also sending us.
Yeah, we had a realtor sending us houses. We would show them, and then one day we were like, we want to be in the city, and
we would walk to the restaurants. We would
walk to the restaurants and do this and do that.
This is 2020, y'all.
Yeah, this is 2020. Yeah. And what happened one evening?
They were like, y'all been living in the suburb for like 30 years, right? I don't know if y'all would like DC.
We were like, and then they started telling us, so it's noisy. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. It's not dirty. Yeah. But it's just different. Mm-hmm. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, I mean, a major city is a major city, right? There's certain things that come with living in a city, right? So, it was those kinds of things. They were like, I don't know if that would be like the perfect scenario for you guys.
Right.
So. That's all.
So it made us think. Mm-hmm. So definitely think about that. Mm-hmm. Think about. I think that's great that you don't want to live in DC.
Yeah.
We wanted to be as close as possible to DC in the center of it all, close as possible to Heath's, where they're building their buildings, and what we call the center, and we wanted to be. Just slightly out. So we wanted that little urban vibe again. We kind of missed that urban vibe. We lived in Atlanta for a few years, and we lived in town, Southwest Cascade, SWATs, and then that's where Heath grew up, actually. He's an original. He's an OG. All about a Maze High crew, whole 9 yards. And then when we were at Howard, of course, we were used to living in the city, in the city limits. But we lived, outside the outskirts every now and then. So when we decided to move here with our family, we've never lived here with our entire family before. We decided as a happy medium that we would live right on the edge, and that's where we live.
And we enjoy it.
We love it.
We get in and out of the city, do what we want to do.
No traffic issues wherever we go. That's what we love about Arlington.
Yep, we like where we live. So it's working for us really well right now.
Yeah, it is. It is. But yeah, keep that in mind, Gina. Definitely, definitely keep that in mind. So what's been going on with us the last 60 days, baby?
I've been working.
Yeah. So he got a promotion.
Thank you.
Congratulations, baby.
Thank you.
As did I.
Tracy got a promotion. Yay, Tracy.
So that's why we've been. Thank you. That's why we have been. It's so weird how you talking about alignment, right? We both got promotions like literally what you got your offer letter and I got my offer letter first.
Yeah, within a few days.
It was like within a few days. It was really interesting, and we still work for the same companies, but that's what we've been doing. So if you wonder what we've been doing, but
so we had Christmas, we did Vlogmas, we got promotions, we got new jobs, new responsibilities.
Yeah.
Transitioning into the new year.
Yeah.
Figuring out TikTok, and now here we are.
When you put love out, the blessings come in. Oh, you are so right. You are so right about that. We appreciate that, Gina. You are so right.
It's definitely love, right? It's all about love. It's a labor of love. We want you guys to get and do all the things that you want, that you dream about. We're here to help. You know, we've been around the block a couple of times. We have lots of life experiences, work experiences, 31 years of marriage. We've reared 4 children who are all adult now. We've been navigating corporate for many decades now. We are certified marriage counselors, in case you didn't know that. And so it's really just a culmination of all of the things that we've experienced. I say that people are the sum total of their life experiences. And so what you guys are benefiting from is really all of the things that we've done in our lives. And so to Gina's point, right, we move in love, and we just want people to have the best lives possible.
Let's see, Miss Jackson 2020. I love that.
Miss Jackson, if you're 2020.
She said, I visited Raleigh back in 2020 and I actually loved it there.
Okay.
I like that it's a nice sized city with a small town feel. It is. But people keep telling me to visit Charlotte because I'm from Seattle.
Okay. So
you've spent time in both. What do you think?
Yeah. So Miss Jackson, I think that's a really interesting point that you're making there. So Tracy and I lived in Cary for 10 years, right? Metro Raleigh. We certainly know people that live in Raleigh. We know people that live in Durham. We know a few people in Charlotte. And I grew up in Atlanta, so we have that juxtaposition of those two cities. And so a lot of people say that Charlotte is sort of like Atlanta was 20 or 30 years ago. That's one comparison you hear.
Yeah.
Raleigh is a quintessential mid-tier city in America.
Yeah,
so you are right about that, right? What is it, like 1 million people, 1.5 million people in Metro Raleigh? Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill, Cary. I think it's maybe 2 million people, something like that. But the point is, it's not DC, New York, LA, those kinds of towns, right? It definitely is a mid-tier, what we would call a mid-tier city. Charlotte is sort of like on the edge of being a major city. So the population is bigger than it is in Raleigh.
Okay.
I think that Raleigh is very understated as it relates to the economic power in that area, right? So around Research Triangle Park and all the things that are happening in Raleigh and the surrounding areas, those areas are doing a tremendous amount of business, right? So in the tech space, biopharma, the healthcare space. So lots of things, lots of really cool things happening in Cary, Raleigh, Research Triangle Park.
What about Charlotte?
In that space. Charlotte is known as more of a financial center, right? So outside of New York, Charlotte is definitely a financial hub, right, with respect to the major banks having either global headquarters there or large regional headquarters there. So that's one thing. But of course, what's happening is there's some spillover from RTP in the tech area.
Yeah.
And of course, one of the things I always say to people is that every company today is a tech company.
Yeah.
Right. And so from that perspective, the economic environment is growing. It's strengthening. It's still southern, right? So it's less expensive than many other areas of the United States that you would live in. 4 hours. Charlotte is 4 hours to Atlanta.
Yeah,
two and a half hours to Raleigh. You can North Carolina is very good around the transportation system, so you can jump on a train and buzz up to DC.
Yeah, we did that.
Buzz up to New York, right?
That's how the girls rode.
Lots of benefit to Charlotte as well. Charlotte's population is probably a little browner as well than Raleigh if you're comparing those two areas.
Yeah.
So there are some things that you might like about that. You also have the two major sports teams, right? So the Carolina Panthers play in Charlotte, as do the basketball team. What are they now? The Hornets.
They've changed their names a couple times.
So I think it's the Hornets.
No, they went back to the Hornets.
Yeah. So the Hornets play in Charlotte. The
Michael Jordan
Panthers. Yeah, the Panthers play in Charlotte. Michael Jordan owns the basketball team. That is correct. And they also have a AAA baseball team there.
Yeah, they do.
I think as well. You do have a NHL hockey team
in
Raleigh. If you're into hockey and that kind of thing. But in as far as the sports scene in RTP, it's really about the college basketball, right? Duke and North Carolina and North Carolina State, right? So yeah, I think it's one of those things like we always advise people is, hey, go check it out, right? Go spend a weekend, walk around.
Always do that.
Hang out, go to a restaurant, go to a bar, see what's happening, see what the vibe is. The last time Trace and I were kicking it in Charlotte, we bumped into
Nick Cannon.
We bumped into Nick Cannon at the Ritz-Carlton.
Yeah.
And so you never know how those things play out and what the vibe is. So yeah, check it out.
Thank you for that. Keep putting your comments and questions below. We're here for you. Let's see. Oh, let's see what's Tamara. Tamara says,
hey, Tam.
I missed you guys. I was wondering, let me see if I can get on the screen for everybody. I missed you guys. I was wondering what happened to y'all weekly Saturday show. I like Vlogmas because you captured part of why I'm looking forward to the move to the DMV.
Oh, that's nice.
We
Tam.
are back, Tam. We
nice,
are
Tam.
back. You have to take a break every now and then. I know a lot of people in this social media game, they get in it and they get to a point where they're like, oh, I got to post every week and I got to post every day. But we have regular lives to lead too. So we went at it pretty hard last year with the whole DMV show. I still have tons of videos that our editor has chopped up for us, and we will continue to post those. But we won't keep going with the DMV show. We've met some really nice realtors, and we were thinking about having them on the show. We just haven't figured out how to get our schedules aligned to have them on the show for you guys. So we might do something like that in the near future.
At the end of the day, we're still a resource for you.
We're still a resource for you. We still live here, and we're still here to answer any questions you have. info@heathandtracy.com is our email address. And you're welcome to send us any questions there. We also have a Facebook page, Heath and Tracy Know the DMV. You can also set up time with us if you go to our calendar, if you go to heathandtracy.com.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting for us. So, unfortunately, we have to raise some of those meetup prices because our time is limited.
What y'all know about Fat Joe?
So, if you don't want to do it, that's fine. Just try to catch us where you can. Not a big deal. Let's see. Can you give me a hood dentist in Raleigh because Charlotte doesn't have any? Yes. I went to the dentist the other day, and I was sitting in the chair wishing I was with my dentist in Raleigh. I'm going to look it up right now.
He's in Cary, actually, right?
Yeah, he's actually in Cary.
Yeah.
It's not far. It's right on the edge of Durham and Cary.
Yeah, he's good.
He is so good. And it's a brother. And it's a beautiful practice there.
It's all good, man. You're going to find it in a second.
Yeah, I'm going to find it in a second. Let's see.
Y'all see the crazy storm stuff that's going on, like with the We had like snow here. We had another snowstorm. Then they had like a whole bunch of stuff happening in the country, like this polar vortex and all kind of craziness going on with the.
Oh my, what were we gonna say?
I don't know. I lost my train of
Oh
thought.
no, baby.
It's cool. It's cool.
So you're talking about the winter storm. So we didn't get. Tell them about how our weather has been during all of that storm, because people can say, "Oh my gosh, you guys have all this weather coming, and you got all this weather." And I was like, "No, we don't. It's actually pretty nice here."
Yeah, it snowed here like three
He's
times.
the weatherman, by the way. So tell him all.
It snowed here like 3 times. The first snow we got, I think that caught a lot of people by surprise, right? Because usually we get a dusting, an inch or two, and then the next day or two is gone. But I think the first snow that we got this year, one of the first snow we got this, it was like 8 inches, and people were like, "Wow, look at all this snow!" Right? So that was lingering for a while. Then we've had like a little bit of ice and that kind of thing.
How's the
recently.
driving been?
But yeah, for the most part, driving has been fine. Our son had like a fiasco with ice one day when he was at work, and he was trying to get out and was spinning the tires and like was burning rubber. Didn't know he was burning rubber.
Burn the tread off the tire.
So
and I was like, "What is going? What you did?" He was like, "Mom, the tire doesn't have any tread." I was like, "Yeah, you did that."
It was like it had tread yesterday.
It had tread when you went in the garage. You burned the tread off.
Oh my gosh, y'all know whenever kids make mistakes, it's fine, but frequently it costs you money.
$700 later. Yeah.
But it's all good.
It was fine. Mm-hmm. We're blessed. But yeah, it just wasn't that bad. I can't find his name. He's in Cary. I'll find it and post it in the comments. She said, "I'll travel 2 hours to Raleigh for quality primary care and dentist. Can y'all give me?" Yeah. So
no, primary care was we used Duke. Primary care. I think the Duke system is probably superior to most other ones in Metro Raleigh. So we had really good success, really good care with the Duke Health system. So there are clinics everywhere. There are doctors' offices everywhere. There's specialists, orthopedics, all kinds of folks. So highly recommend Duke. Although University of North Carolina system is budding as relates to the healthcare space. Rex Hospital is another one, but yeah, Duke is what we use.
UNC opened there. So the name of his practice is Parkside Family Dental.
Parkside Family Dental.
Excellent. He's in Cary and O'Kelly Chapel Road. That was right around the corner from where we live, so it was perfect for us.
Was he in another location too? Okay.
Parkside Family Dental.
There you go.
Okay, excellent. Check them out. When we were there anyway. Let's see what else we got. You are so welcome, Miss Jackson. Miss Jackson. Good morning, Abraham Walker. Y'all check out the Abraham Walker's channel. It is living in Northern Virginia. Abraham, put your channel link in the. You have permission to put your channel link in the chat.
Shout out to Abraham.
So that people know where to find you if they want more information. Now, Abraham and his wife are realtors. And they live.
Okay, pause. The word is realtor.
It's a peeve of ours.
When I took my real estate license in Georgia, my instructor said the word is not realtor.
Please don't say that.
If you are going to see your realtor, then make sure you also go to the doctor. That's what the dude said. So
it's
like
realtor.
It's like lodged in my head.
Yeah.
It's REAL.
So whenever people say it, we like cringe.
So it's REAL, real.
Tor.
TOR, Tor. Realtor is the word. So don't ever let anybody tell you anything different.
So Abraham and his wife have a great channel, and they are realtors in Northern Virginia.
Yeah,
so
they focus on Northern Virginia.
They focus on Northern Virginia. They do not focus on DC or Maryland. We'll get you realtors for that. But for right now, Abraham and his wife, I cannot remember the name. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm over 55 years old. Because I don't mind. I'm growing older. I age like fine wine, my dear.
That's the truth, right there.
Okay.
You speak facts.
So yeah, check out that channel. So much good information. They work so hard. on that channel, and I want you guys to just see the work that they're putting in. Great work. But that is one of the realtors that we would definitely recommend for Northern Virginia if you're looking for Northern Virginia. So check them out. Let's see, MR. Good morning, MR.
That's Melissa, right?
I know, yeah.
What's up, Melissa?
She says, I missed y'all too, but I listen to anything you post. Happy New Year! You know, it's Chinese New Year, so we're still saying Happy New Year. You know, my daughter recently posted something about that. She didn't post anything during January either. She says, you know what? I'm in line because February, Happy New Year. You know, it's still Happy New Year. And we need to stop thinking about our lives like this too. I think when we think about it, we think about our lives in a daily motion. And where am I presently, and what is going on in my life presently today? I think that's where you want to start moving, because New Year is new day. So Happy New Year! Thank you so much, Melissa. Thank you so much. We missed you guys too.
You're the tiger.
Okay. You know. My yeah.
Yesterday's price. Oh my God.
Yeah. Okay. So I had the weirdest thing happen. I was on. Let me tell you. So we're still looking for a brown skinned dentist. You're telling. So we did have a great one in Cary. I loved him. He was excellent.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Good dude. And Parkside Dental Girl. Check it out. Parkside Dental. So I look in this magazine, and there's this black woman dentist, great dentist. She's in Arlington, Virginia. I must have looked at it wrong or something. I called everything on the post that I saw, got in my car. I drove to the building. I went upstairs. The hygienist welcomed me. They had all this gear on, so I couldn't really see what they looked like. They let me in. I'm sitting in the chair, and I'm thinking, I'm going to see the black woman dentist. I didn't see the black woman dentist. So the whole time this woman's in my mouth, I'm perplexed. I'm like, I thought this was the black woman dentist. The whole time. I didn't tell you this, did I?
No, I don't think so.
She was nice.
Yeah.
Not as thorough as I'm used to. When you go to the dentist, you know, they look at your gums and they say, they have the assistant there, and they write down, this is a 3, this is a 2, this is a 1, this is a 5, this is a... She didn't do that. She like went through and said it to herself, and I was just like... And then the other thing I thought was weird was they only took like 4 photos of my teeth.
Okay.
And I'm not used to that either. I'm either used to stand there and they do the ooh. Parkside Dental, he got all that stuff, girl. He got all the good stuff up in there. So I just stood there at Parkside Dental. They didn't stick anything in my mouth. I hate that thing. And his machine said woo, woo, like that. It was wonderful. And but this chick stuck the thing in my mouth and take a picture, stuck the thing in my mouth, take a picture. I was like, how did I get here? And then I felt like, okay, I'm gonna say it. So my hygienist was from Russia. Now, let me tell y'all something about the Russians. Get you a Russian manicurist and pedicurist.
Show them your hands, baby. Show them your hands.
Y'all got to see this. I have no cuticles. You should see my toes. The bottom of my feet feel like newborn. If you can find you a Russian pedicurist, a manicurist, get one. The one I go to here in DC is called YOLO.
They're crushing the game.
They crushing it. And also, my hygienist was a dental hygienist, and I had to say to her, "I'm good. Do your thing," because they're rough-handed. Yeah. But I like it. I'm one of those weird people. But the building I was in was really old, and I'm not used to that with the dentist. Yeah. When I go to the dentist, usually it's all new and pretty and bright and shiny, have all the new stuff.
But you've been living in the deep south for a long time.
I know, and everything's new. So I'm looking at the ceilings, I'm seeing the water spots, and I'm just thinking to myself, and the girl's Russian, and she's talking about how raggedy Russia is. And I'm thinking to myself, how did I get here? So, yes, I'm still looking for a darker persuasion.
We'll hook y'all up.
When we find them. I'm still on the hunt. Okay, I will put it in the comments now.
We'll put it in the comments.
I got to type them. Let's see. Park Eastside Dental, Cary, North Carolina. Oh, okay, there we go. Let's go. Let's go back. All right, let's see. Okay, Abraham, you like the snow? The fellas were used to the sled. See, I'm not. I'm not a snow girl. I'm from Florida. Need I say more? I like the manatees. I like to see the dolphins.
Yep.
I like eating fresh caught fish, which we do get here because we are right on the river. We're right on the ocean. Chesapeake is right there, so we get fresh seafood here. So I'm good with the seafood here. When I was in Atlanta, I didn't eat the seafood. I was like, where y'all get the seafood from? There's no seafood around here. I stopped eating fish for like 20 years because I was like, you don't taste this? Nobody could taste it. I could taste the difference. So whenever I was in Atlanta, I would eat fish. I was like, this is gross.
It's so spoiled.
It was like, this is not fresh fish. I could just tell. And we moved to North Carolina, and they actually have places that go out to the ocean. It's far, but they go. But it's better. Right. But we were very particular about that too. But no, I don't like snow. I don't like snow. It's pretty, but it needs to melt right away. Right away. Boom. Oh, where to live? Thank you. Okay, so Abraham's channel is Where to Live in Northern Virginia.
Shut up.
And it's just Northern Virginia. So Where to Live in Northern Virginia. They do so much good work. Very well done. So check that out, y'all. Crop 919, what's up? What's up? One of our North Carolina favorites.
My man.
One of our North Carolina favorites.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year, my guy.
Okay, welcome to the Now Has a Question, y'all.
Oh, welcome to the Now in the building. Have you ever considered California? Or would you ever consider it?
Do you remember when
we were thinking about going to law school? You were thinking about going to law school?
I was thinking about going to law school, and we had been married maybe 1 or 2 years?
It was early in our marriage.
Yeah, maybe 1 or 2 years. We just had one kid.
Yep. We toyed with California.
How long? Until this Time magazine. It was like serendipitous. So we were talking about moving to California. Let's move to California. We were living in Atlanta at the time, I believe.
Yeah, we were.
And we were looking at houses and planning and jobs. And during the first recession. It was in the 90s, the early 90s recession.
The first recession during our marriage, you mean.
And Time magazine came out with this article.
What did the article say, baby?
About California.
Okay.
And we were shocked. We were like, oh my God, we can't live there.
Yeah. I mean, that was 25, 30 years ago. But I think to answer the question.
So we haven't thought about it since, to answer your question.
I think to answer the question, we certainly have roots in the South.
Yeah.
We live in Northern Virginia now, and so contrary to popular belief, Northern Virginia, D.C., Maryland is in the South.
We have sweet tea.
Below the Mason-Dixon line, so we're still in the South.
But we don't have Waffle House.
It's okay, baby. We'll get something. But the point is, we have probably the most comfort on the East Coast and in the Southeast. Now, having said that, right, you never say never. You never know what's in your future. But I have a lot of colleagues, since I work for Amazon, AWS, I have a lot of colleagues that live out in Seattle. I know a lot of people in Silicon Valley, in LA, other places in California. And so, it is intriguing. There are lots of pluses, I think, to California, as it relates to weather and proximity to the ocean and all those kinds of things. Certainly, there's some drawbacks right around the tax piece and a number of other things that are happening, right? Looking at the trends and how many people are shifting out. But I think at the end of the day, it's one of those scenarios where, it's all about you and what you're doing, what's most important to you, and that kind of thing. And so at this stage of our lives, we're pretty content where we are currently.
I think we'll be here for a minute. California is beautiful. I think it's probably one of the more beautiful states. My uncle lived there for years. He moved.
He still lives there, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He moved to Northern California like 2 weeks ago in the mountains. I was like, okay. He's like, how old is he? 80, 81? I I'm like, what are you doing, Uncle Ronnie?
They ride his bike
He
thousands of miles a year.
rides his bike thousands of miles per year. Health is wealth, guys. He's 81. I'm gonna find a picture of him. He's 81. This will give you some motivation. Get your butt in gear.
Uncle Ronnie doing this thing.
He is doing his thing out here, but he lives in Northern California.
Put this up right.
Okay. Here we go. Boom.
Yeah. I've heard it's really. I've seen pictures. I spent a few days in San Diego. Never really spent much time in LA or Silicon Valley or Central Valley, other areas of California. But one thing about California, right? There are more. I think more millionaires per capita than any other state. More millionaires total in California. I think it's definitely something in the water out there, right? So some of the outgrowth of Silicon Valley and the startup mentality and the spirit of creation. Lots of that in California, right? Then you couple that with the movie industry and LA and all of those kinds of things. So I think there are lots of pluses to California, right? If you can tap into some of those industries and bring some of that income towards you, I think it could be beneficial for you.
Yeah, y'all ready? This is an 80-year-old man.
It's Uncle Ronnie. Pull it back a little bit, baby. Uncle Ronnie.
80 years old.
Tracy's uncle.
He rides his bike every day.
Yeah.
So that's what he's doing.
He's retired Marine, so dude literally has been in shape his whole life.
Yep. It's amazing. So get you some exercise.
Yeah.
That is definitely well, let's do this. Oh, I put the wrong one. No, he does not. He does not look 80. Let's see. There are Waffle Houses in Maryland?
You done started something now.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm Googling. I woke up the other day. Tell what happened the other day.
We were having this conversation about Waffle House. Every time I come across something on social media, people throwing hands. People throwing hands in the Waffle House. I'm like,
they ruining the Waffle House? It's what's the other place?
But I think it has to do
the Coral place. The Corral.
Golden Corral.
Oh, the Corral place. What's the name of it?
Golden Corral.
The Golden Corral place.
Yeah. But the point is, I think the moral of that story is probably like there's nothing good that happens after midnight out here in these streets. So I think that is one correlation. I don't think people throwing hands at Waffle House in the middle of the day.
Frederick, Maryland.
But like if you out there on those
Dumfries.
If you're out there on those one of those bingers, like you've been up all night, you want to go get something to eat, it's 2-3 o'clock in the morning.
Don't go to
I don't know.
Go to the Kroger or the 24-hour grocery store and get your groceries and take them back to your place.
I've seen a lot of stuff on social, people getting crazy.
Okay, so we have 2 Waffle Houses in the DMV. Here we go.
I'm not sure if I want to be hanging out in Dumfries
or Frederick. Well, Frederick's not bad.
I had a customer out of Frederick. That is a good run from here.
31 miles.
That's a good run out in Frederick. I mean, they got mountains out there.
I want to go now.
They got mountains in Frederick.
Are you serious?
Yes.
What do you think they got in Dumfries?
That's Southern Virginia. I know.
I ain't going to Southern Virginia.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll go to Southern Maryland before I go to Southern Virginia, y'all. We were just talking about this. We were saying.
But we're not going to disparage anybody here on this man's internet.
I can't talk about Southern Virginia.
Of course you can. I'm just saying.
Southern Virginia, y'all. If you're ever on 95 north and south, coming from wherever you're going, do not stop after Richmond.
Do not stop.
Do not stop. Make sure you take your potty break in Richmond.
They're not sundown towns though, are they, baby? It's just like
I don't know.
It's just like one of those things where
don't stop. Don't stop till you get to North Carolina.
You want to get to where you're going.
North Carolina's cool. I'm gonna tell you the truth. North Carolina's cool. Even northern North Carolina is cool. Southern Virginia. But the road will tell you where you are. The road will tell you where you are. If you riding for miles and miles and miles and you don't see anything, don't stop. I'm telling y'all, don't stop.
Okay.
I'll
PSA.
say it again.
Thank you for coming
when
to
you
Tracy's.
are on 95, once you get through the DMV, right, and you're going south.
Okay.
If you have to go to the potty,
okay,
stop in Richmond.
All right.
Because it's not going to be any more stopping. Get your gas, get your potty break.
Yeah.
Do not stop till you get to North Carolina.
Okay. And thank you for coming to Tracy's TED Talk.
Okay. I don't care. I don't care what's happening. Keep going.
Oh my gosh.
What we got here? Yes, health is wealth.
Yes.
So I have a new thing. It's called a rebounder in my bedroom. If you don't know what that is, it's a trampoline. Let me tell y'all something.
Okay. Talk about the rebounder.
That rebounder is the world.
Okay.
I was a swimmer before the panorama.
But
with the panorama, I can't swim. So I gained 30 pounds. And so when I look at my pictures and when I was swimming, I'm so mad. So I try not to get mad because I still love my body. But I got a rebounder, y'all. That thing is the word. And then there's this another new exercise I found. It's like swimming without water. Norma Kamali. You go on her Instagram, Norma Kamali. Y'all know what that is. If you don't worry about it.
Okay.
But she does these exercises called gyrokinetics.
Okay.
Or gyrokinesis or something. I think it's gyrokinetics. And it's like swimming without water. I was like, I got that too. So I'm going to get it together. Give me a minute though.
Go on with your bad self, Miss Tracy.
Bad self.
I like it.
Go with your bad self.
I like it.
Yes. There. Here we go. What you got? Welcome to the night. Yes, there are several in Maryland and Virginia. So there's one in Virginia.
That's Dumfries.
That's Dumfries. So there's only 2 in the DMV. There's one in Dumfries, which is too far. I'm not going that way. First of all, that's another thing. In the DMV, do not get on 95 South after 9 a.m. and before 9 p.m.
Unless you enjoy being in traffic.
It's just going to be traffic. It could be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Again, you going to be in traffic.
Okay.
So if you are leaving the D.C. area, going south, leave before 7.
Okay.
7 is good. But after 7, 9 o'clock, stay home. If you are coming or going, if you're going to hit the D.C. area after 9 and before, after 9 or before, think just 9. If it's after 9 p.m., you're good. If it's after 9 a.m., you're not good.
Right.
Think of it like that. You'll cruise in and out those hours between. But in between 9 a.m. and 9 p.m., forget about it. Get your snacks going. Get your snacks. That's all I'm saying.
Thank you, baby. I think
You're
that
welcome.
was very
You're
helpful.
welcome.
Very helpful for the community.
What else we got here? Tamara. Hey, girl. Since y'all touched on it, are y'all looking to relocate out of the DMV? Wow, we just got here.
No, well, see, Tamara is listening, right? And she's hearing between the lines.
Okay.
Right? So she heard.
Oh, this is cinnamon stick, by the way, y'all.
Heard,
just so you, if you want.
Yeah. She heard what you said. She heard what you didn't say. Yeah, I think for us, Tamara, we really enjoy the DMV, and one of the key reasons.
Were we talking about this the other day?
Yeah, we probably were. One of the reasons that we moved here primarily was because I took a job with AWS, and so for the foreseeable future, since that's going pretty well, we'll be here connected to that. I think as we zoom out and look down the road, certainly moving away from the area is a possibility.
I don't see myself retiring.
But one of the other things that we started thinking about was snowbirding. Right?
Yeah,
like
we have considered that.
Like snowbirding is a thing because people are connected to various cities in different ways, right? And so probably the most popular snowbirding route is New York to Florida, right? And so, people who are in the financial space, doing their thing in New York and whatever it is that they're doing, making a ton of money. And when those harsh winters hit, people are like, yo, I can go and be in Florida and still conduct my business and do whatever I need to do. And so, that's something that's kind of cool. Some people talk about like being bi-coastal. Like I want to live in New York and LA. I want to live in DC and somewhere else. And so we're here. Tracy grew up in South Florida. We've never lived in South Florida, and so we always liked being down there. So there is a reason that
Right.
people do that and make a second home in South Florida.
Yeah, we have a few neighbors at Snowbird that say,
Mhm.
"Okay, I'll see you in March."
And now
You know,
with the panorama and how virtual work has really taken off, some people are making Florida and Texas and places like that their full time homes, right? And so there's a lot to consider. But yeah, as for right now, we in the DMV. This is where we are.
yeah, for now, what we are considering snow burning. So looking for a place like 2 months, 2 months out of the year, go live in Florida for January and February, and then come back here. That's what we're thinking about. So that's all we're thinking about right now is getting someplace down in Florida just for 2 months out of the year and doing that. But staying here because we just like it here. We just like it here.
We shall see.
And Charity, good morning, Charity. Thank you for joining us.
What's up, Charity?
Go ahead and read it, babe.
I'm considering moving to Raleigh from Seattle. I want to live in a place that's warm, family oriented, and more affordable. What's your impression of Raleigh as an option for a young single person? That is a very loaded question, Charity. So here's what I will say about that. One, moving from Seattle. Yeah, I was just looking at the numbers in Seattle. I mean, it's like what, like number two right now, I think, in terms of affordability.
Yeah, it's
Right?
high. It's up there. It's definitely more affordable than Seattle.
All of the Microsoft money and the
Yeah.
Amazon money and everything else out there is just really driving pricing and all of that. So I get it.
Lots of tech money in Raleigh too.
Raleigh certainly has a strong tech space and mid-tier as it relates to mid-market. So it is a little slower in terms of pace and that kind of thing. But to Tracy and I's earlier point, it's such a beautiful state. You can surf and ski in the same state. It's so picturesque. Lots of national parks and beautiful drives and all of the things.
People get married when they move to Raleigh. Because it's not really a single state.
Mm-hmm.
I think
like hanging out and being single and doing the things and like I don't know that that's really your scene. I don't know that that's really a scene in Raleigh. Like our daughter was a young adult in Raleigh, right?
For a couple of years, yeah.
In her late 20s, early 30s, and it's just bars.
Yeah.
It's like if you're single, it's like it's maybe some kind of festival or something happening in a park or a bar. It's like not right. Maybe a little bit more club type stuff.
Not really. They don't even have clubs really.
Well,
they just have
in Charlotte.
In Charlotte, yeah.
In Charlotte, you get a little bit more of that, right? Like some fly cigar bars or some different things.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think to Tracy's earlier point, I mean, like a lot of single people or people who are single or people who went to college in Metro Raleigh. I mean, they get married. Like it's like so family oriented in Raleigh, Cary, Durham, right? It's not like the single life. I think you would enjoy from a single perspective. I think you probably enjoy the DMV a bit better.
Yeah,
than you would in Raleigh, in Metro Raleigh. So I would look at Atlanta and the DMV.
No, stay away from Atlanta.
I was talking about from the specific piece of being single and things to do. Atlanta and DMV would be superior to Raleigh and Charlotte. That's all I was saying.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But as far as the tech, I think the DMV is really understated, right? It's been so government centric for so long, but now that Amazon is here and dropping roots and doing HQ2, and there are a lot of synergies that will happen because of that with other companies and the tech scene, cybersecurity, and all the stuff.
It's here.
So
it's definitely here.
It's
Salesforce
really
is here
driving
too. Salesforce is here.
And so you can find some affordability. You can create an affordable lifestyle here with bringing your skill set to the DMV. But personally, I prefer the DMV over Metro Raleigh.
Yes. Miss Jackson says Seattle is crazy expensive.
Yep.
We make good money, but the cost of living is ridiculous. Yep. Part of the reason why I'm considering leaving. Plus, I'm single mother as well.
Yep.
Glad to hear folks get married there soon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, they get married in Raleigh.
Yeah. So Raleigh will give you some relief.
Yep. Yep.
Now the income is different.
Yep. Yep.
The income is different in Raleigh.
Yep.
It's commensurate to, and what I understand, the cost of living is increasing in
Yeah,
Raleigh
but see,
too.
Ms. Jackson is in Seattle, right? So she understands the game. She knows if she's in the tech space or the bio space or whatever space that she's in,
Mhm.
if she can figure out how to take that income with her and be in Raleigh instead of Seattle, then
Yeah.
she's gonna be ahead of the game.
If you can keep your income
Mm-hmm.
that you have in Seattle,
You'll live a good life.
you will live a good life in Raleigh. And yes,
Mhm.
people are a little bit more focused on relationships in that area because it's just not really that much to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you can work remotely. Go ahead, girl.
Mhm.
Raleigh is the move, man. Raleigh is definitely the move.
And the other great thing about Raleigh is like you can jump on the train or jump in the car and be in DC in 4 hours, right? So if you like, you can kick it on the weekends or come here and explore and do all the cool things and museums and so many things to do in the spring and summer.
Yeah.
As well as bounce to Atlanta.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about it. That's why we moved here is because we were living in Raleigh and we would come up here so often. We're like, oh, we need to move up here. So that's what happened. Let's see, Tamara, what you got, girl? It says, definitely get it. I've lived in the DMV and snowbirding to northern central Florida because I found out about the auto train. The auto train is for us, girl. It's for us. Don't like to fly.
Yep.
Nope.
Yeah.
So I could Amtrak with my car to my Florida home.
Yep.
Exactly.
The other great thing about the auto train or any train is like you got more space than you do on an airplane.
Yep.
And you got Wi-Fi, and you can relax and you can recline your seat, not worry about bumping into anybody. And so there are lots of pluses to that train, man. I really become a fan of the train since we moved here again.
I love the train in this area, and the good thing about the auto train is it doesn't stop. It just is a straight shot to Florida. It's like, where you going? We going to Florida. We live about 14 miles from the auto train. If you don't know what the auto train is, guys, it's one of the best things in this country. So you load your car. You can load your car up with all your stuff. You load your car up. Okay. You drive to the auto train. You hang out there all morning and everything. They load your car on the train. Okay. And then you ride in the regular car. They have service. You can do a suite if you want to, and it's about a 15, 19? If you leave here at 5 p.m., you get there like 8, 9 a.m., and you get to Central Florida. It's called Sanford, Florida. It's right in the center of the state. So if you need to go south, it's only about 3 hours. If you need to go north, it's only about 3 hours, because Florida's long. So they take you to the center of Florida, and bam, you hung out a little bit on the train. You didn't have to drive through Southern Virginia. Yep. Or South Carolina, and you are in Florida. So that is something that's common for the people that live in the DMV. Is they get on that auto train and they head to Florida on the regular, and it goes there daily. So that's another cool thing about living in this area that we really enjoy. But we're trying to figure that out. For the last few weeks, I've been like, okay, so next year, what are we doing next year? I'm already looking for places to live next year during the winter. Because the winter is only here like really 2 months good. Like, it's for some reason right after New Year's. It's like, bam! It's like Mr. Winter shows up.
January, February.
And she is here in full effect for those 60 days. And then after that, it's kind of like, the birds are coming out, and it's very interesting. The buds stop popping on the trees and everything's very interesting. But we have 2 good solid months of winter. Yeah. So it'd be nice to be in Florida those 60 days. We'll yes. And let's see. So what does Abraham say? Abraham says, bi-coastal living will be our goal once the boys graduate from high school. That is awesome.
Yeah, let's fly.
And
let's fly, Abraham.
Let's see. At charity time, we'll make this move. Okay, you can always come back.
That's right.
You can always come back.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's our show for today, y'all.
So good spending time with you
it
folks.
Was nice.
Yep. Back out here in this man's interweb. We hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. We'll look to see you again soon. Check us out on the other social platforms, and
tell them where. Tell them where, baby.
Check us out on Instagram, on TikTok.
Where Facebook. On TikTok?
It's a Heath and Tracy 90.
Heath and Tracy 90 on TikTok.
And if you ever,
but that's all relationship stuff.
Yeah.
And we're gonna start going live. Are we going live there tonight? We might go live tonight. Depending on how. Tomorrow's Heath's birthday, y'all. Say happy birthday to Heath.
Oh my gosh.
And his favorite thing is gonna be on TV.
What's my favorite?
The Super Bowl.
Super Bowl's not tomorrow, but it's next week. Tomorrow's the Pro Bowl.
Oh.
It's all right.
Okay.
It always correlates right around my birthday.
Yes, so. It does. That's why I was confused.
I know, baby. Usually it's on the same day or like a day after or a day before.
We could do a whole show about that too,
though. I was gonna say that if you ever want to have one-on-one time with me and Tracy, you can find the link. Right, Tracy usually puts it in the show notes. So if you want to have a deep dive into DMV, a deep dive into tech stuff, working in tech,
relationships,
any of that stuff, just reach out. And hope you are doing well. And blessings to you and your families.
All right, guys.
Appreciate you, Ms. Jackson.
Appreciate y'all. We love you.
City of mine. How I love the city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine. How I love the city of mine. It never gets me down, yeah.
I was born in the city, I was raised on its edges. My pop worked his life on its confines. I found love in its center. If I could live here forever, think it'd be for the better. I love the weather, even though it's fog 24/7. I love the people. This is city I met all my best friends. And I wanna thank every brick, I wanna thank every entrance to every building that I step in this city of mine. I owe you most my best moments in life. See, I fell in love for the first time in Golden Gate Park. I saw my first rap show at Great American Hall. I used to beg my homies for a ride across the bridge to goof off and spend the whole damn day doing whatever we want. Keith drove us down to Ice Place while we'd roll up a blunt. And me and Jack would get stoney, walk around and get lost. Don't think I'll ever truly pay back all I was lucky to get just by walking through the city. No, I'm a small part of this.
City of mine. How I love the city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine. How I love the city of mine. It never gets me down.
I never really had a place to call my own, so I travel and I roam till I find that. But I'm full of adventure, so I wander and I venture, and it's safe to say that really I don't mind that. I book a flight to try to figure where my mind's at, a spot where I don't spend no money, just some time at. I mix and mingle with the people till I learn a little. I brought some weed and baby, maybe we could burn a little. She said you're funny, I said no, I'm Xavier, then I left. Sun shining, birds chirping, let me take a breath. I'm headed to the city where my chance to make it best. What people like to give a little, then you take the rest. I'm hoping one day maybe I can find a place to rest. I fell in love with life and wonder where it take me next. I like the hustle and bustle, I fell in love with the fashion. I feel the pulse of the city, it's moving me like a passion and it's mine.
Hometown, baby, we go way back. All the situations, circumstances, still we don't mind. Steady going on, I dance around the street lights. Hey,